Hi, this is Terry. I've lost 180 pounds with a combination of keto, carnivore, and counting calories. I started my journey in August of 2019 and reached my goal in November of 2022. Now that I've reached my goal, I'm focusing on my health, both physical and mental. Thank you for watching. Hey, we had that delicious meatloaf in a bowl. Well, that just made me want some burger in a bowl, so that's what we're going with tomorrow. So let's get it going. Somebody mentioned whenever I was thinking of burger songs and American songs, that cheeseburger in paradise. Something, 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 cheeseburger in paradise. Okay, so I wrote that. That's supposed to be a number 7. So this weekend I did my meal prep on my burgers, and I did 7 grams of ground beef instead of 8. Hang on, Baxter's acting kind of funny out there. Just a second. Okay, well, I got Baxter in. Okay, so we left off, I hope, at 7 ounces. So there's 7 ounces of ground beef. Before I was doing 8 ounces, and I brought it down to 7 ounces. Just to kind of keep control of things. But it also allows me to add some other things. So like I'm going to do, let me see if these are green. Nope, that's not green. They're going to do some bacon pieces. And then see if there's 7 grams of it. All right. So we got some bacon pieces that we can put in there. So we can have a bacon cheeseburger bowl, y'all. Where's my pen? Give me just a second. Okay, and so I'm only putting things that I'm okay with them being microwaved. So, I do want the bacon pieces to be microwaved. We're also going to put in this cheese wedge I'll have a bacon cheeseburger bowl. So, I understand this is not perfect cheese right here, but it's low calorie and it fits my macros, so I'm good with that. So I got it right on here, cheese 1, okay? So that, and then we're going to have some seasoning on it. Well, we're going to put us some Little Richard on here because, Little Richard. And then some campfire song. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. All right, now I need my lid. I would have had a sidekick with a funny name. Roll something chasing Jesse James. Alright, and then we're going to need us some ketchup because, yes, I watered this ketchup down the other day. But we're going to add some ketchup. Let's see what we get. Hang on, we're just going to do it again. We're just going to add just a little splash so we get the rest of it out of there. I know what I just done. And you know what? Young Terry would have been, Mom, that's gross. But, old Terry says, okay, Mom, I get it. So, and then with my burgers, I love some red onion. So I'm just going to sprinkle some red onion in here. Again, what I'll do is I'll microwave my burger tomorrow. And then, I forgot to zero that out. That's all right. So, okay. So onion, let me just go over here, write this down. Okay. So tomorrow I'll microwave the burger part and then I'll pour this onto that. So I am going to be not very nice to Terry tomorrow because I am not cutting up these pickles. She gets kind of uppity sometimes, and sometimes I just got to show her who's boss. So let's see. 1 serving. 2 servings. All right. Sometimes you got to show Terry a thing or two because she gets a little cocky and she needs somebody to knock her down a peg. All right. And then we're going to do a little bit of our mustard. Just a little of mustard. Good enough. That's our 5 grams. So I need to write down my bread and butter pickles. I put times 2. And I'll know what that means. So now I think that's good. If I think of something else, we'll add it. You know me. I will add it if I think of it. But now we're going to get on to our salad. It's a little chaotic up here, y'all. It's a little chaotic. I don't want you. I'm done with you. I don't necessarily think I want you. Well, I will add a little bit of you. I don't need any more of you or you. Kind of got to straighten up as I go, y'all. It kind of swarms me. A little bit. We got our breakfast, which is our vega cake. This paper towel, this is wet. So I probably should go ahead and open them all up, which I won't do on camera. Open them all up and get a fresh paper towel around them, just to kind of pull that moisture that's around them away from them. So I'll put that around there and drop in our little cheese wedge, because that's our breakfast. Would have had a sidekick with a funny name. Something chasing Jesse James. Wearing my six-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive. Should have been a cowboy. Should have learned it. Poor Maggie. I think she's out there with the kids next door. If she hears me, she's going to be like, oh my goodness, does she need help in there? No, Maggie, I'm doing fine. I'm just had too much coffee today, Maggie. Too much coffee. All right, so we're adding some broccoli chunks. I really mostly just like broccoli cooked, but, you know, it's good to add some broccoli to stuff sometimes. So I'm just kind of cutting it up a little bit here. All right, so 60 grams of broccoli. Should have been a cowboy. Burr, burr. Should have learned to rope and ride. I bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? She'd have said yes in a New York minute, but he never asked, 'cause his heart wasn't in it. He never hung his hat up at Kitty's place. Should have been a cowboy. Oh, tomatoes. Tomato, tomato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. Bloop, bloop. Tomatoes, 60. I know y'all can't see this, okay? But this is my chaos. I wrote it all out on a grid, but I've had to add some things along the way. And so, anyway, but that's what I use to mark my food. So if I wasn't talking to y'all while I was doing it, listen, don't that sound snotty? If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have to do this. But that ain't the way I mean it, y'all. But anyway, so, but hold on, okay, I zeroed it out. 100, this is mostly cucumbers. So when I plug this in, all right, 150. So I'm gonna guess it's about 100 grams of cucumbers, probably, and then I'll say 50 grams of onion. So that's kind of how I do that whenever it comes to that portion. But I do need a spoon. Yeah, I'll just do this. All right. Okay. Let me get my act together here. Hang on, y'all. So now, just want some of that yum vinegar. That vinegar pickle water. All right. So there we go. Alrighty. Okay, now I need to write 150 up here by my pickles. So pick 150. So that way I remember to write that down. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add a few extra of my cucumbers, or my peppers. I'm getting a little bit wild with my veggies. I understand. Whoop. Okay. 60 grams of peppers. Where's peppers? I can't believe I didn't do the whole thing alphabetical. Some of it's alphabetical and some of it's not. I don't know what I was smoking that day, but it must have been something. Yeah. Just kidding. I haven't smoked in years. All right. Now, I'm going to... seasonings. Seasonings. Let's put on some adobo, just because adobo is yum. Let's do a little bit of Greek seasoning. Although we are going with an American themed burger, but some freeze-dried garlic. I have that on my shopping list because I need it. Everything bagel. And then I'm going to do a little splash of the guacamole and more. And there we go. So that is that. Should have been a cowboy. Burn, burn. Should have learned to rope and ride. Wearing my 6-shooter, riding my Baxter's mad. I have him on lockdown. But he's kind of pawing at the fence, and I don't want him to think he can dig at the fence. I think he's about to get to the stage where I'm going to have to put the... I have a shock collar that goes around my yard, or an underground fence that goes around my yard because of my dog that went underneath the other side and ate their chickens. So I'm pretty close to thinking I might have to put it on Baxter, but I thought maybe he was just going to not be a jerk, but he's kind of starting to paw at the fence, and he's the one. I think if Callie went over there, if Callie was just to pop up on the neighbor's yard, she would be like, hey guys, let's play, because she's the one who snuck off up the street to play with the kids at recess. And so, but Baxter, he's just sketchy. I love him to death, but I don't trust him. He'd be the one that if somebody broke in, he'd be the loose cannon. And so I don't want him to get over there and now, if we're walking though, if we are walking and they're on their leashes and whatnot, they're just fine. They're all just fine. None of them. It just has to do with guarding this yard and protecting the yard, and that's all of their instincts kick in with the yard and the house. So, all right, there we go. That's our burger and a bowl and a salad. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the breakfast in the morning. Remember, we should have been cowboys. We should have learned to rope and ride. Burn, burn. Wearing our 6-shooter. Pew, pew. Riding our pony on a cattle drive. Singing, breaking the young girls' hearts. Just like Gene and Roy. Singing them campfire songs. Oh, we should have been cowboys. Boom, boom. All right, love y'all. Bye. Hello. I'm pulling my 80s card today. Pink and purple. I don't know if it really matches, but in the 80s, we would have worn this, and we would have worn like 2 polos. Does anybody remember that? Where you wore 2 polos and you had one collar sticking up and the outer one flipping out. I wore pink and purple all the time. And then you had to wear 2 pairs of socks, one pink and one purple, and you tucked them out around your pants leg so everybody could see them. Well, I didn't do that part, but because I don't have any pink and purple socks. But anyway, so we got our waffle. What I did today, I put the cream cheese on it, or go. So I put that's my walk-in. I put the Laughing Cow cheese on it, and then I microwaved it for about a minute, and it was perfect. My throat's a little sore today, so my sleeping regimen, Tylenol kind of helps to settle my brain a little bit whenever I can't sleep. And so last night I took Tylenol and a half of melatonin, which is 5 milligrams. And I think I slept so hard I was snoring. I don't know, I didn't hear myself, obviously, but my throat's a little sore today, right? It's like a specific spot, and I think that's that's a spot where if you snore. Anyway, so, yeah. So that's what I know. I'm going to eat my breakfast. It's about 20 till 8. All right, bye. Lots going on, so I really got to make this brief. I've got my salad. The base of my salad is cabbage. I really like cabbage because it's crispy. And it don't get soggy. My burger in a bowl. I forgot my apple today. I'm pretty sad. At some point, I have to run to the vet's office and pick up some meds for the dogs. Nothing is wrong, but on Sammy's ear, right down here, the vet said that some dogs have poor circulation in their ears. And so this medication kind of helps open up that circulation. But he gets little sores right on the flippy flaps of his ears. And then I'm getting Callie some more storm medication because 4th of July is coming. So, all right, see y'all later. Bye. And again, no apple. But if I run to the vet and I end up running home, I might grab an apple. Bye. You guys, before I show you what I'm eating, I don't ever break it down by meal and what I'm having. I don't know if you want to know it, but I'll tell you. So my supper tonight is 680 calories, 79 protein, 18 net carbs, and 32 fat. That's how much my supper is. You'll see my total macros at the end. But my supper tonight, what I did was, I know, it ain't much different. I'm on repeat. I fried up 2 eggs. And, they really bulk up my meal. And so I like having the fried eggs. And then, of course it's Alfredo and chicken. But I put it over some broccoli and 1 piece of cauliflower. So that's how it looks, okay? But adding that egg really bulks it up. And so an egg kind of almost has the texture of a noodle. I know it ain't exactly a noodle, but it still gives you that full mouth feeling, and you're not just getting a mouthful of chicken and Alfredo, Right hot. But, I don't taste the eggs. Now you might. I understand. We all kind of got different taste buds, but I don't really taste it being eggy. So, and then with my seasonings on it. And then, so this is 200 grams of broccoli. I should have showed y'all. It was probably maybe a cup and a half, maybe. I don't know. And then the 8 ounces of my crock-potted chicken. 2 eggs. And 2 servings of the Alfredo. Now, let me put this away and then I'll tell you. Hang on. Tonight, my protein shake of choice, frozen protein shake. It is half of a serving of cottage cheese. This is still the ones that I made before I bought the thing. This is still in that category. So it's half of a serving of cottage cheese, half of a serving of protein powder, and half of a serving of milk. You could blend that up in your blender and drink it, or however you want to do it. This was some fruity flavor. I don't remember which fruity flavor it was, but it was a fruity flavor because it's kind of peach. But you know me, if I didn't make it 2 seconds ago, I don't remember. But let me tell you what I've been doing. So for those of you who actually, who have a creamy, I did it. But I bet that was peach. I think it was maybe peach and mango. If you have a creamy, the first time you spin it, it's just straight up powder. If you don't leave it sitting out for a little bit. Next time, it's a little more powder, and it's still powdery, but it's starting to get a little texture. Now the third one, it's this texture. So it is somewhat powdery down in the middle. But I am okay with that because I don't know if you can see that it's still a little on the powdery side. Well, I'm going to go eat my supper. And then by the time I'm ready to eat my frozen protein and cottage cheese, I will be able to, it will have softened up enough that it'll be a little more of that texture that I'm looking for. So, like I said, all this together was 680 calories, 79 protein, 18 net carbs, and 32 fat. So, use any of it at your own discretion. If you can't have what I'm having, I totally understand. We all kind of have to tailor what fits us. But anyway, so that's going to be my supper. And I got stolen by the grave robber. Pick me up from that rock. No. Oh, yeah. I got stolen by the grave robber. Washed myself in that holy water. Pick me up from that rock bottom. Brought me back to life. One more soul that is saved. And ain't no sin he can't take away. This dead man, this dead girl, she ain't dead no more. All because of that grave robber. I think that's a kind of a fun song, that, we're all going to be in that grave. And could be going to the other direction. But Jesus came and died and rose again. And woohoo, we're going to get to raise again with him up in heaven. I got stolen by the grave robber. Washed myself in that holy water. Picked me up from that rock bottom. Whoopsies. Sorry. Well, listen. We're family. We're family around here. We poot. We burp. It's all right. All right. Love y'all. Maybe too much singing is bringing the burps out. Love y'all. Bye. Here's my macros for the day. Thank you for watching. I love you guys.